so much for watching my video. My name is Breezy and I am a trauma-informed yoga teacher. Now, did you know that there's a direct connection between memory loss and trauma? We call this dissociative amnesia, and it is really prevalent in those who have suffered from PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. Now, whether you've had this diagnosis or not, as a trauma survivor, you may have experienced the complications of concentrating or even remembering those minute details of past experiences, especially painful ones. Now, imagine a mother giving birth. She's literally about to go through the most painful experience of her life, but at the end, she is rewarded with her new baby, forgetting all of the pain that she just endured. This is an example of dissociative amnesia, and it is our biology's infinite wisdom to protect us from self. Otherwise, humanity would cease to exist. Now, why is this important? Well, because we begin to take care of ourselves in such a big way. I bet you are thinking, yes! Woohoo! I don't want to remember those past painful, traumatic experiences anyway. Yay to dissociative amnesia. But wait a minute, here is the challenge with that mindset. When are we the most vulnerable with another? In intimate relationships. And that's typically when you realize you are not living your best life and thriving, but rather you have a lot of healing of thyself to do. So isn't it better to begin on that journey now? Now, this isn't easy. Self-care is a full-time job. Never forget it. Now, when we are in these personal, intimate, vulnerable relationships and these old triggers and traumas start to resurface, we are going to need to do double the work. And typically that is a real challenge. And that is what we see a lot in today's society, is people coming together, leaning on another to do the work for them, not taking accountability and responsibility for where they're at in their lives today. Not what happened to them in the past, not what could happen to them in the future, but who they are in present time. And this is truly the work of introspection, making that mind, body, spirit connection. See, we have to remember that trauma rewires the brain. We have what we call that old amygdala. It's an ancient brain, lizard brain. It's very animalistic. It puts us in reactive mode. Fight, flight, or freeze. And we are meant to be healed and thriving and operating from a place of being proactive. And the only way we can do that is if we learn how and why we do what we do. You can simply just start journaling, taking note of how you respond and how you feel in certain scenarios and situations. I've worked with people who just feel weird about someone even giving them a compliment or smiling at them. Now, if this is you and you have something about, I just don't like when people hug me, or I don't like when people touch my hair, or start to ask yourself some deeper questions. Just start with why. Now, this may not go deep into a rabbit hole, but this can start to give you some insight on who you truly are. This is super helpful, especially for people who love you, because you are coming from a place of self-empowerment, a place of autonomy, a place of being able to take responsibility and accountability for you, which makes other people feel really safe and secure in your presence. Now, this may require you utilizing a counselor, psychologist, or therapist to help guide you through the process, especially if you are triggered daily or frequently. This is something you need to pay attention to. You might be suffering from PTSD, and this is something that you need to seek professional help and supervision to go through the process. This work is not easy, but it's worth it. And once you begin to find out who you are, you can honor that part of self. There's no need to feel guilt or shame, but rather to feel proud. And this is something that I believe is the most important thing that you can give to yourself. This is a beautiful way of leading your life, and this is a beautiful gift that you can honor and give to others as well. We talk about sacred space, creating healthy boundaries, understanding what your triggers are, and trying to do all of this before partnering with another. That's not always easy, and it's not always possible. Traumas are going to come and go throughout our lives. We can be traumatized at any time through a multitude of ways, and it's more about how you plan on dealing with those traumas than how to prevent them. So do the work, begin on the journey of healing thyself. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do go in peace. Namaste.